Hey y'all, today I'm going to show you how I made this beautiful spring or Easter wreath, and I made it all for under $20. So if you want to know how I did this, just keep watching. Okay, so I purchased this Waverly chalk paint. This is an Elephant. I purchased this from Walmart, and you see that I purchased the J for our name. I'm just going to go ahead and paint this, and now painting it with chalk paint, it allows for really quick dry time, and also it allows for a lot of mistakes. So if you're not a great, crafty person, chalk paint is the way to go because you can make so many mistakes, or you can just, haphazardly throw it on and it's going to dry and it's going to look really nice. So I'm just painting and covering all of the J with the Elephant color. Okay, so while my J is drying with the first coat of paint, I am going to get my hot glue gun ready, and then I'm going to start working on the wreath. So what you'll need is some wire cutters. I suggest taking wire cutters because if you use just your regular scissors, you're going to damage them. Now with the wire cutters, I'm taking this bouquet of flowers that I purchased from Walmart for only $5. A really pretty bouquet, and I'm just cutting all the flowers off so that I can re-glue them or glue them onto my wreath. So what I'm going to do is just take all the flowers off with my wire cutter. And then I'm also going to take the leaves off because I'm going to use the leaves as filler. So I'm just going to take the hot glue gun and glue everything down to my wreath and making sure that everything is nice and secure. And I'm just randomly picking up flowers and just placing it on either side so that it looks pretty full and that you don't see any gaps and that it just looks like a nice big bouquet of flowers on top of the wreath. Really quickly, I wanted to mention that I did pick up the wreath from Walmart also for only $4.74. At the end, if you've already purchased your tools like your hot glue gun and your wire cutters, then you're really only going to pay a little under $20 for this wreath. So I took this chalk paint that I got from Hobby Lobby. This paint was purchased from Hobby Lobby, but they had the exact same color and it was cheaper at Walmart. The color I'm using is called Cascade. Now, taking the second coat, and this is a colored paint, and using that elephant color underneath gives us a very antique type feeling, gives it a very worn in, rugged, farmhouse type feeling, shabby chic that everybody has been looking for and just going nuts over. So you can do this at home, do it yourself. If you don't want to do this like teal aqua color, you can purchase a cream color, and that's really going to give you that shabby chic look. So I'm just taking the paint and haphazardly just throwing it on. I'm trying to leave a little bit of the elephant to show underneath, and that's going to give it that worn, rugged feeling. So I purchased this bow material. It's like a burlap with lace from Hobby Lobby, and I always wait to get my bow or any kind of material when it's on sale at Hobby Lobby. So to make the tails of your bows, you're going to fold it over, and then you're just going to cut at a diagonal towards the opening of the ends, and that'll give it a really pretty fishtail look. Then you're going to take a small section in your hand, and you're going to then loop a section around your thumb. So you're going to loop it around your thumb and then gather it in your hand. You're going to twist it so that the detail will be on the outside, and you'll just continue to do that. And I like to give it about 3 loops on each side. Each time you'll take the next loop and make it bigger than the first loop. So every time the loop will extend out a little bit more than the first loop. So at the end you will have 3 loops on each side that graduate each time, graduate bigger. So every time it's going to look bigger. And then you will take the end and you will place it in your hand. So that's your other side of your tail. So what I did is I had to do trial by error because this material happened to be very firm. So I had floral wire, And that was a little bit too weak for this because I had like a very thin floral wire. It's good for my little bows that I make for my children, but this was not good for this bow. This bow was very sturdy. So what I had to do is get a zip tie, and the zip ties that I have that are clear and white were too small. So I ended up using a black zip tie, and I just run it from the back and through the loop that's in the front so that you won't see it. That's why you make that loop around your thumb, so that when you take your zip tie or your floral wire, it is hidden. And I just take it and I, go ahead and zip tie it, and then I will fluff it up. I didn't like the length of that second tail. It was a little too long, so I do cut it. So I'm going to take my bow and hot glue it onto my wreath and just fluff it up and make sure that it is secure on the wreath. So you see me fluffing it up here and just making sure that it looks nice and fluffy and secure. So then I'm going to take my J that is now dry because that chalk paint dries really quickly, and I'm taking this E6000 glue. You don't need to use E6000 glue. I just wanted to make sure it was extra secure, but a hot glue gun works just as well. If you do end up using the E6000, just remember it's going to take a while for it to dry. But that's it, guys. That is my wreath that you can use for spring or, Easter. It was really easy to make. It cost me under $20, and I have seen these kind of wreaths for sale at Kirkland's, Hobby Lobby, and Michael's easily over $30. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I will see you in the next one. Bye, guys.